Hey everyone, welcome to my channel. I'm Stephanie and hey to any newbies, and welcome back you regular viewers. Thanks so much for checking out my channel. Today I've got an exciting video for you of a first impressions of Smashbox foundation and other Smashbox makeup, letting you know what I think of them, giving a review and what I think as a first impressions. So if you want to see my thoughts on Smashbox, their foundation, their bronzing, their powders and primer, just keep on watching and do give this video a thumbs up and subscribe to my channel, and I'll get started with the first impressions. So any of you guys who've been watching Love Island might recognise the t-shirt which says 100% my type on paper, as that is what all of the people in Love Island always seem to say. So I'm just wearing that in support of Love Island. Do leave me comments below your favourite couple or favourite individuals. So first of all, I'm going to go in with this little Smashbox photo finish primer, and I just got a little sample size of this to see what I think, and if I like it then I can always go and buy more. So I have tried the lightweight version of this. This one is meant to be great if you've got oily skin, and the consistency there, as you can see, is very gel-like. So I do have normal to combination skin, which means I get an oily T-zone and then sort of normal skin everywhere else. So this will be really good for hopefully keeping back the oils on my T-zone area. So I'm just going a bit more generous with it on my T-zone, and then I'm just sort of spreading that out on the rest of the face. It does feel very smooth and quite, not moisturising, but it definitely doesn't feel drying on the skin. It just feels like actually really nice on the skin. Then for foundation, I'm going to go in with the Smashbox Liquid Halo HD foundation, oil-free, SPF 15, and this is in shade number 1. It doesn't say lots and lots of stuff about it on the packaging. Oh, it does have this little pump, which I very much like, but from reading up online about it, it says it's meant to be a natural finish and slightly illuminating as well, from what I read online. So I'm going to go in with my beauty sponge. This is the Morphe one, which I've absolutely been loving so much, but you can go in with any tool that you like to apply your foundation with. So I'm just going to go in with the beauty sponge on this side of my face and see if it's better with a sponge or with a brush. And sometimes some foundations perform better with a sponge and some perform better with a kabuki style brush. So colour wise, it looks quite good on my fair skin. I did try a new self tanner, which is very, very natural looking. I think I washed it off too soon because it said you could wash it off after an hour. And I did wash it off, I think, too soon because I left it on for an hour, but it says you could leave it up to 6 hours. I think that probably would have given a darker tan. So that was about one pump on this side of my face. You can see it's like brightened it up a bit. You can see it's quite a natural coverage. So I'm going to go and apply another pump of this foundation using a kabuki brush. I'm going to go in with my Sigma F80 flat kabuki brush to see if this applies better or more full coverage. Do feel like as you're blending this out, it does feel like it is sinking quite a bit into the skin, like it's really absorbing in as you blend it out. So I feel like it does feel quite hydrating on the skin. So I have just run out, so I've done another little half pump of that just to cover my face, because the brush I think is eating it up actually more than the beauty sponge. So guys, that is one layer of the Smashbox Liquid Halo HD foundation. It looks really lovely on the skin actually, and really natural with a bit of luminosity. I'm just going to go in with a little bit more, sort of probably half a pump on each side of my face, just to give a little bit more coverage. But I am aware that this isn't going to be a full coverage foundation, but I just want to build up a little bit more coverage on the cheeks and around the nose. So at this stage, I would say that I really do think it's quite a nice foundation. I think it looks lovely on the skin. I would say not really full coverage. If you're looking for a really full coverage foundation, then this is not the one for you. If you want sort of a natural, everyday, healthy glow to your skin look, then I would recommend it. And I think if you had very oily skin, I think this foundation wouldn't be very good for you, because it's a little bit too like a luminosity to it that might sort of just slide off your face if you've got very oily skin. But if you've got drier, normal skin, then I think this is nice looking for sort of natural, everyday makeup look. So before I go in with the other Smashbox products, I'm just going to pop on a little bit of the Kat Von D Lock-It Concealer. Because this foundation was quite light coverage, I'm just going to go in with this concealer because it is nice and full coverage, because that is my main problem area, is my under eyes. And I'll just pop that down the centre of the nose, a little bit through the eyebrows and a little bit on the chin. Then I will go back in with my damp beauty sponge and I'm just going to tap out that concealer. Then on to the powder. I'm going to go in with the Smashbox Photo Filter Powder Foundation in number 3. I'm going to go and use this actually as a setting powder, and I'm going to take my Sephora 91 big powder brush and I'm going to pop this on, first of all tap in where we put the concealer, and because it's a nice sort of warm yellowy shade, I'm going to use that actually to set the whole face as well. So for bronzing, I'm going to go in with the Smashbox Photo Filter Powder Foundation in number 7. I love the consistency of these powder foundations. You do get a little mirror and a little sponge thing, but because I'm using this darker shade as my bronzing powder, it's a beautiful matte powder and it just blends out beautifully. And I'm going in with my E2 Morphe brush, which is a nice big bronzing brush, just to warm up the skin to look nice and summery. And I'm putting it on the cheeks, up on the foreheads, along the jaw as well. Wow, nearly dropped my powder there. It's a little bit too quick a bronzing. And I like to bring it down my neck as well, just to keep everything nice and transitional. So guys, this is the base done using the Smashbox products. I'm now going to go and finish the rest of my makeup, and then I'll come back and let you know my final thoughts once everything is completed, how I rate the Smashbox products. So I'll just go and finish the rest of my makeup and I'll be back with you shortly. So guys, I've finished the rest of my makeup, and oh my goodness, this foundation and powder and bronzer is just looking beautiful. Like the primer, I feel like helped lay everything down really good. The Smashbox foundation is really lovely for a really natural everyday makeup look. So I'm going to give the little primer a 4 out of 5. Really like how that felt. Really, really lovely feeling primer. The Smashbox foundation, I'm giving it overall a 3.5 out of 5. This is because I feel like not everyone would like this foundation because it is a bit more of a light coverage and it's definitely a bit more dewy. But I feel like if you've got dry or like wrinklier skin or normal skin, I feel like you'd probably give this a 4 out of 5 for a natural everyday foundation. But if you've got oily skin, it wouldn't be for you. So overall, taking into consideration the coverage and for all skin types and stuff like that, I'm only going to give it a 3 out of 5. But I think, yeah, like I said, it is a lovely foundation if you've got normal or drier skin and like a lightweight glowy foundation that's not too dewy. So really happy I tried that out. The powder, the bronzing powder, absolutely love that powder. Really, really lovely and very, very, very happy with that. And yeah, like I said, the setting powder is really great because it doesn't leave you too matte. So really like both of these as well. So thanks so much for checking out my video today. I do hope you enjoyed it. Do let me know if you've tried Smashbox before or your favourite Smashbox products. And yeah, thanks so much. Do subscribe and give this video a thumbs up, and I'll see you in my next video. Bye!